You're on.
I'd like to welcome everyone this afternoon to our Arbor Day celebration and tree dedication ceremony. My name is Ken Rubach. I'm the Streets and Forestry Supervisor for the village. I'd like to read a little bit about the tree and read the Arbor Day proclamation that was signed by President Soto and the village board. Village of Bensenville, Arbor Day proclamation. Whereas in 1872, J. Morton Sterling proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce erosion and of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate temperatures, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide a habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our village increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of the business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now therefore, be it resolved that I, Frank Soto, Village President, and the Board of Trustees do hereby proclaim Friday, April 27, 2012 as Arbor Day in the Village of Bensenville, and urge all of our residents to celebrate Arbor Day and support its effort to protect our trees and woodlands. Be it further resolved to encourage our residents to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations within our community. Passed this day, the 24th day of April 2012, signed Frank Soto, Village President. A little bit about this tree and our flag in the background, Tree City USA. It's something we participate in along with countless other communities in Illinois, about 180. Basically, a community has to meet certain standards. We have to have a tree department or a board, which I oversee in the forestry department, a community tree ordinance. We recently updated this to update our planning and our zoning as far as what's allowed to be planted. A community forestry program with an annual budget of at least $2 per capita, which I can gladly say we well exceed that thanks to the leadership of our village president and the board, who are very big on promoting forestry in this town. And then an Arbor Day ordinance and proclamation, which we're here celebrating today. I'd like to note this is our 21st year as a Tree City USA, which is quite an accomplishment. We're probably in the top 10 to 20 within the state as running as an Arbor Day community for this long. Now a little bit about the tree. It's an ivory silk Japanese lilac. When this tree is matured, it will grow to 20 to 25 feet in height, and the spread of it will be about 15 to 20 feet. Right now you may notice there's no flowers on it due to our lovely weather. The tree will most likely be blooming in mid to early summer, so if you come back maybe June or July, you'll see some nice blossoms on this tree. Now I'd like to turn it over to Gary Thorson.
Thank you, Ken. On behalf of Frank Soto, the village manager, the trustees, and the management team, I would like to welcome all of Rick's friends and family. My name is Gary Thorson. I run the Edge Ice Rink, the Redmond Park, and I'm in charge of special events for the village. This location is perfect for Rick. It overlooks his business where he worked at Trix for many years, the Chamber of Commerce building, and the train engine in which he built a replica and which will always be in the 4th of July parade going forward. In some way, Rick has touched everyone in our community. Many things drew me to Rick. Mainly, he was just a nice guy. He reminded me so much of my grandfather. A big kid who always had fun and never had anything bad to say about anybody. I found that we had several things in common, but there was one in particular. We both were stationed at the Glenview Naval Air Station in Glenview in Squadron VR-51 in the 70s. We never knew that of each other, but we did have a lot of things to talk about over the years that I was able to be with Rick. I called Rick often to brainstorm about projects, such as the playground at Redmond Park, the fans in the ice rink, flooring at the pool, the marquees and lighting at the theater, and repairs on the Santa house. He would always do all the research and everything for me, and would always come up with many options for us to go ahead and fix these projects. There wasn't anything that Rick could do. I'm sorry, couldn't do.
We knew that.
Community,
We're typo people.
big typo. I'm sorry. Community events. He put his touches on all of them. Liberty Fest, LED lights for the golf carts. Halloween, his graveyard display. Music in the park. He supplied power for all the vendors for me. The tree lighting, Santa's helper. He took all the pictures of all the kids sitting with Santa Claus. This is just a sampling of what Rick did for the community events. Rick was the community. He was a remarkable man. But most importantly, he was my friend. And I miss him so much. Thank you. Folks, we all thank you very much for coming, and this does conclude the ceremony. Thank you.
Sure, you want to say something?
Absolutely.
I'll say something?
Did you want to
I'll
say
be
something?
glad to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The brother and sisters get up there.
It's bending over.
Eli?
You know,
She runs a food pantry.
I gotta say that it's just, we're taken aback by how you all felt about Rick. We really, really are. I mean, there's things just keep coming at us about dedicating this to Rick and dedicating that to Rick. You know, he was our big brother, and that's what I knew him as. I didn't know anything about all these other things he's done for this town, this community, and I'm just speechless. And I thank you guys so much, and it really touches my heart, and I want to move here. Because of all you guys have done for him, and it really makes, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I don't even know what else to say. Well, you guys are the best. You guys are absolutely the best people, the best friends, the best town. I don't know what else to say. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
I think she pretty much says,
You know?
says it all. We're overwhelmed and how involved, our brother was with everything he did. This all really blows us away. To sit there and go on golf outings with him and be sitting there drinking
Lemonade.
You talk about family things and all that. You really don't know what a person does outside of that family circle, but it's just overwhelming to see how many people he's touched. And we always knew he was a dynamo, but we really couldn't fathom.
Right.
Really couldn't fathom.
None of us could add up to what all he's done for this town and all the places we live. And it's just the truth.
Right, it definitely makes you look at yourself and think, oh my gosh, all the stuff that he has done. I better start doing something. Wow.
Well, I figure he's done enough, so I ain't got to do
Okay? But thank you so much, everybody. We love you all, really,
Yeah,
really.
we really thank you.
And
We
thank
applaud you. No, we
Yes,
applaud
we
you.
applaud you guys. Thank you.
Stormy wants to christen it right away.
No, not yet.
You're the first one in the block.